good day to everyone around the world, especially the press, international press, who are very interested in my speech. Good morning, New Thailand. Good day to all foreigners. All press who need truthful information of Thailand. This is Archive 57. As everybody knows, that Thailand is a mysterious country and no one really knows the very truthful situation in Thailand. Last archive, number 56, I told a brief text and a brief and summarized the whole story of Thailand since the very beginning, about 54 years ago. Today, I will tell on more about Thailand. I am not Jerry Bruckheimer, who is the producer of Pirate of the Caribbean, but I am Jerry Banpodj and Banpodj. Today, I shall brief another story. Before 54 years, what really happened in Thailand. In 1946, King Rama VIII was murdered. We will start after the death of King Rama VIII. A member of the Democrat Party, because the Democrat Party was well established before that, about more than 65 years, around 65 years already. A member of the Democrat Party shouted in the theater that Dr. Pridi Panomyong, in the parenthesis, a very famous politician, democratic politician of Thailand, that he killed King Rama VIII. This is real. This is very funny. The Democrat Party accused Dr. Pridi Panomyong because they really want to eliminate this Dr. Pridi Panomyong. After the widespread accusation in the theater, the rumor was turned over to be real by the support and confirmation of all concerned from the palace. And Dr. Pridi Panomyong had finally fled to France since then and passed away at the end of his life in France. This was an unforgettable melancholy of all Thai democratic. What's the real fact? Apparently, the reliable fact known from the surrounding subjects. In the bedroom of King Rama VIII, K9 or K-Sotbat was the one who pulled the trigger, but who planned the murder seems so mysterious, and no one wants to mention about this subject matter since then. That's why K-Sotbat or K9 was replaced to the throne. It ended up as the Latin said, sede vacante, or the state of the empty throne. Next episode, we will come to see who is who, inside out or outside in. I will tell K-Sotbat's family by turning inside out. Last time I mentioned a lot of the funny names. Today I shall explain what is the meaning of that name and who called them. The following names are called by red shirts. Number 1 is K-Sotbat, or One-Eyed Pirate, by Jerry Banpodj. Is the cruel ruler of the amazing country. Number 2, his legitimate spouse, or alias called Plawan, means whale, not killer whale, just whale, merely whale. Number 3, the eldest daughter, is called Susie. No idea where it's from. Number 4, the eldest son is called Sia-O. Number 5, the second daughter is called Tom Nakjot, or Tom the Jotter in English. Then number 6, this one is a very famous and outstanding one that I have never seen in my life before. The youngest daughter is called Tuapaha, or Nut Mouth in English. These are the names the major segment of Thai people call them. And for sure, the minor segment not very much dare not call these names. But today, this is to declare to the whole wide world who is who in this amazing country. So I summarize the earliest name or nicknames of this family. So from now onwards, we will know who is maneuver, how to manipulate, how to work, how to pinpoint, how to command, how to order people to indirectly to administrate this country. So after this family that came down his subsidiary channels to administrate this entire country for them in secrecy. The first channel is the private advisors or the private counselors who always command all concerned civic servants, for which by no means has to follow his command because they get used to it for quite some time. And channel number 2, Miss JJ or Miss JJ, well, all this name was called by Richard also JJ or Jarumjit. Jarumjit, who is Jarumjit? Jarumjit is the chief of his personal maids. Just only chief of the maids, nothing to do with the government or the monarch. Who from time to time interfere some special certain case as told by whom? Usually by Flawan. And channel number 3, Premika of General Prem, or the Oge, and this one is the one who always concern the military side of the military squad to do whatever case or but need. So we come to the final one is number 4. Number 4, the channel number 4. No one really know about this guy, this bastard, but actually he is I say that he is the most important person to overthrow nearly all governments, all recent governments. His name is P. Malakun. Let's say Prince P. Malakun. Because he is the lowest blood of the prince of the monarch, also called Api. But usually the red just call him Api. Api means Api in Thai means very mean, very wicked person. Api Malakun, the owner of Jaw Roy. What is Jaw Roy? Jaw Roy is a radio station concerning traffic. Just concerning traffic and try to narrate about the daily traffic. So it means the 100 traffic station channel, this bastard is the close subordinate to Plawan, and he is the one who looks after all social media network, including newspaper, such as especially the Nation, and its associate paper press, and the Nation group. This is very ridiculous because most papers in Thailand are under his control and were monthly paid with a lump amount of money by this terrible bastard. My personal viewpoint, I am sure that Api told Sithichayu, owner of the Nation Group, or alias they called Aiwalan, the bald-head bastard, to look after ASTV. Recently, the reopening ASTV to help other TV channels such as 3579 Thai TBS to jeopardize Prime Minister Yingluck and her Pheu Thai government omnidirectionally as case on one, which then this is another episode. This episode may be worldwide spread already, but today I will summarize and read this. This is a very important article. The Article 112. Article 112 lists majesty. I bring you as a short story of the journalist, of the foreign journalist, and you will see the very peculiar situation in Thailand in regard to this article, this, how to call it, a very superpower law. Some years ago, a foreign journalist went crazy and angry because he could not purchase an alcohol drink at some certain time at the 7-Eleven because it's against the law. Thai law allow the people to buy alcohol drink from noon time to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then once again from 5 o'clock in the evening until midnight. But this is the interval of the time they allow people to buy alcohol drink, just only alcohol drink. So it's against the law. He could not stand for it, so he sprayed the color on the portrait of K. But at Wahin, he was arrested by the policemen and brought to court and finally sentenced 75 years in prison. He asked his attorney about the highest penalty in Thailand. It's 20 years for killing people. 20 years penalty in prison for killing people. So he said to his attorney, I better kill him instead. I might be sentenced just only 20 years at most. You have to realize that the judge in Thailand will sentence any penalty at his own accord under Article 112. Another instance of this kind of article or law abroad. In England, you can shout at the Queen or strongly scold her in front of Buckingham Palace. Oh, sorry, not Buckingham. Buckingham Palace. I get used to call that. In case the Queen is in the position to stand for it, it's okay, all right. She may sit still. She may be still doing nothing. But whenever she cannot stand for it, she herself will bring you to court through her attorney, nothing more than that. It's just a personal insult. But on the contrary, in Thailand, under Article 112, no matter whatever statements you insult K. and his family, intentionally or equivocally, any single person in the country can bring you to court accusing you lese majesty under Article 112. We can say this Article 112 law is a superpower law which can be used to destroy your foes or persona non grata. The final episode today is I will summarize further of the blood in Bangkok and the surrounding satellite suburb. Flood in Bangkok and the surrounding satellite suburb, satellite village in the suburb was caused by the intentional destroy of a group of ropes told and paid by Democrat Party. especially Mr. Suthep Thirsu.